What's up, guys? I'm Brian.
And I'm Maury from the Erie Better Beer Bureau. Today we got one from Masthead Brewing out of Cleveland. This is their Underverse. It's an Imperial Stout aged in rye whiskey barrels that weighs in at 11% alcohol. Masthead has been doing some like canned IPA releases and stuff lately. They do a couple barrel aged beers.
Seems like cans are saisons, IPAs.
Yep.
Bottles are usually their
Pails.
stouts and
Yep.
stuff like that. So
yeah, and then what else was I going to say about Masthead? Oh, we went to the brewery, and it's a nice big space. They do nice pizzas.
They're not just nice pizzas; they're pretty phenomenal in my opinion.
Yeah.
They do a good job. I kind of like the biggest thing I like about Masthead is the picnic atmosphere, because they have just really long, elongated picnic tables.
Yes,
and
inside the brewery.
You really can kind of get like chummy with a lot of people that you don't know, and talking about the beers and talking about just the brewery in general. I like that feeling.
Kind of putting Cleveland back on the map, in my opinion.
Definitely.
But we're going to get into this one, and we'll let you know what we think about it. It's a little bit mellow on the nose.
Yeah.
I got some notes of chocolate.
A little booziness, not a ton.
Yeah. I got barrel on the second aroma.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot.
No, it's kind of tame on the nose. Especially, we had the tiramisu barrel-aged Underverse, and that one had a lot more on the nose than this one does. Doesn't smell bad, this beer. It just it smells kind of mute. It's
pretty
very
cold
soft.
still, too.
Yeah, it is. Maybe it'll open up a little bit, but yeah, I'm getting some woodiness, a little bit of chocolate, a hint of roast, but not as much as you would think for a stout. Cheers. Wow. Way more flavorful.
Yeah, and there's a creaminess
than
to
the
it.
nose leads you to believe, for sure. I got chocolate just like on the aroma, but a lot more of it. A little bit of a kind of creamy, almost like a latte or lactose kind of creaminess.
I mean, the alcohol is actually pretty well hidden.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like it's big enough that you know it's a double-digit beer.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's no mistake. And it definitely tastes more barrel-aged than it smells, too. I'm getting that little bit of barrel character. I'm getting bourbon on the taste.
It's got a nice head retention to it.
Yeah. Lightly
nice
carbed, but definitely hanging on there about where a barrel-aged Imperial Stout should be.
Pretty dark.
Right.
I mean, it's not...
And I would say, for an Imperial Stout, the mouthfeel is about medium tops.
Yes.
It's not a big-bodied beer by any means. No. I was going back and forth. I was at a 4 on this one, but I'm actually going to drop it down to a 3.75 because the more and more that I sip on it, there's just this flavor on the linger, and I'm not even saying it's bad, but it's like just something that I wish wasn't there. It's kind of like, almost like you're taking a bite of like an underripe plum, and it's not quite ripe, and it's just a little bit tart. And that finish on it, it does have some nice chocolate flavors and some actual barrel and oakiness on the taste, thankfully, which really didn't come through on the aroma. Like I said, it's about a medium body. I had this once before out of the bottle, and I liked it a little better than this bottle's drinking right now. I'm not sure how old this is. There's no date on the bottle. I don't think it's a bad beer. I actually think it's a pretty good one. But there's just a little something on the finish is keeping me from going up to the 4. So I'm going to go 3.75, Brian.
I'm going to agree with a lot of what Jay said. I am a little bit higher on my score. I'm a little bit above a 4, not quite a 4.25, but I'm going to go with the 4. There is a flavor on this. It's just kind of, I don't want to say it's bad or any. It's awkward.
Yeah.
It kind of, when you get into this as a barrel-aged beer, with the chocolate notes, you're not expecting that kind of a weird finish on it.
Yeah, it's just not a typical.
Right. It's not uber twangy. It's not metallic. It's not oxidized. I mean, there's just a weird flavor to it.
There's just a little something there. Yeah.
It could have been something from the barrel too. And I do remember that we did pick this up in February when we did the Winking Lizard Festival. So it was sometime between December, January, February that they did this beer. I'm not 100% sure of the date since there's no date on it. But all in all, I mean, I think it's pretty decent. Could just be completely something in this bottle too that just is an off thing. But for me,
it's not a bad beer.
No, for me it's a 4. I'd like a little bit more chocolate, maybe a little bit more of the barrel character, a little bit more booziness.
Sure,
I'm okay with that, you know. But for 11%, it's a solid beer all around.
Yeah, and you know, if you see their cans in closing, I'd like to mention that we've had a handful of them, and we've had some really good IPAs, double IPAs, pales from them. I mean, that are on the level with, you know, those big boys up there in the Haze game. So, but yeah, for this one, 3.75 from me, 4 from Brian. Till next time, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.